De fiecare dată încercăm ca fiecare părticică din România să o simțim, tocmai de aia suntem aici, tocmai de aia încercăm ca fiecare metru pătrat din România să fie parcurs, să-l cunoaștem, să-l simțim. Pot să spun că mulțumesc României pentru fiecare secundă, pentru faptul că m-am născut aici, pentru faptul că trăiesc în meleagurile acestea.
So let me show you the mountain that we're going to go up to. That right there is the top of where we're going to reach. And Tina, you're looking forward to that, right?
Suntem în Rădăuți, unde am crescut eu. Acum suntem la locul unde fac eu de obicei mișcare. Le arăt așa, pe unde am crescut, unde am fost la școală. După asta o să mergem până la Bogdana, care e o mănăstire foarte, foarte veche, de prin anii 1300. Și după vom merge cu Emi și Rafael la un muzeu etnografic. It's called Mihai Eminescu.
Mihai
and like this is called number 3 in Rădăuți. Number 3 is in like, that's the name, it's not like a ranking or anything. Mihai. Yeah. My brother's an art teacher. As part of the Erasmus program, he basically painted that house very beautiful with my art teacher from my local school. And it's a great piece of art, if you ask me. Întemeitorul Moldovei și la stânga mea avem mănăstirea Bogdana. This used to be the necropolis of the necropolă domnească. I don't actually know the actual translation, but Yanni will do his magic in the captions. But this is the monastery. It's been looked after pretty nice, like you'll see the inside. We'll take some nice shots in there. So this is where like the priests would play, or as we say in Romanian, bat toaca, but basically it's like the call to prayer. So like you bat toaca in a certain rhythm, and it's the call to prayer for the monks. Conuri. Like yeah. From the pine trees.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Danny stupidly risking my life with that throw as we decided to climb Romania's Rarau mountains and reach its peak, Pietrele Doamne. But first, I had to see how Tina was feeling ahead of her first hike. We've started the hike, Tina and I. Tina, how you find it? Already out of breath now?
Don't you ever embarrass me like that again.
So after giving Tina 3 hours worth of encouragement, we finally set off.
Oh my God, I love this.
Okay.
How many hikings have you done?
Hey, you're doing great.
Mă pregătesc să urc.
You saw Yanni use the chain. I don't need to. I'm just gonna go, raw dog it. Just classic. Just go. What, the chain? Who needs it? Bloody hell. Go on then. What? Pistol squat? All right then.
just wanted to interrupt this mid-hike to tell you guys, please do subscribe to our channel, as it is all self-funded, and please a super thanks would go a long way to helping us continue to do more of these hikes, and not just in Romania, elsewhere. Mulțumesc. Just want to see what you're doing over here.
Respect nature, you bloody... Stop throwing stuff away.
Guys, we would have loved to have given you more drone footage of Romania, but as you can see here, Danny gets his drone stuck in a tree. Now, at this point you would think Danny would just fly forward and be free. Absolutely not. Let's go further back without knowing what is exactly behind us. Now let's have a rethink. Danny will surely find a space to safely fly out. And there it is. He goes forward, but then it hits him. Why don't I just go straight up?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like when you think about it, when you really think about it. This right here is called a suman, and every respectable gentleman in a village would wear something like this. You know, pretty manly. Aici avem niște ciorbă rădăuțeană. Tina are un borș moldovenesc. Iani, ciorbă rădăuțeană. Review. Foarte bun. Rafi, ce mănâncă Rafi? Ce mănânci acolo, Rafi? Ciorbă de văcuță. Da. Niște ceapă, pâine. Poftă bună. Right there. Ric cu smântână. Și Tina are niște iahnie de fasole. Foarte bun la restaurantul din Rădăuți, național.
You always start off before visiting a country and not knowing what to expect. So you're kind of stepping into the unknown. And if you're lucky enough to have friends, or in this case, family, who have become family to show you around, then it's just one of the biggest blessings because you get to sit down with family. We sat down with Danny's family. We're very blessed to have the opportunity to be in Bunika's little house filled with her religious pictures and the good food that we had. How warm she was. She kind of brought us in as if we were her own. We never felt a difference. It's just made me feel very grateful to have experienced it firsthand with my brother, Yanni.
Auzi, anul și rugăciunea am învățat eu?
Ce rugăciune?
Sfânta Cruce, Tu mi-ajută la necazuri și dureri, iar Tu, Maică prea curată, să-mi fii mie de ajutor.
Here we're at Danny's godfather's monastery, Joachim, and it's also his namesake day. He's Saint Joachim. The name birthday is on Monday, correct, Danny?
Correct.
Correct, Danny. And again, this fits in with the whole theme of what we've been here in Romania, just the peace and tranquility, like even hearing just the river, the noise of the river to my left and to my right, which you'll see in the overlays that I'll put on over this. But a very peaceful place, and again, I'm just so grateful to be here and just to witness just the beautiful surroundings of what Romanian lifestyle has to offer.
Yeah, we can freestyle. We can just like improvise. So I can speak from my experience because I live like abroad. And for example, your experience as a Romanian.
Yeah.
When you move as an immigrant, if you move to a different country, like at some point you have like some sort of like identity crisis, which we used to have conversations about. You remember back in the day, you know, living outside of Romania, it's every time I come back is a feeling of belonging, that feeling of like a mother country is very much intensified.
I started to belong more to my country when, again, I moved away. While being in England, I started to feel that I belonged more to Romania, because you know the saying, you never miss a good thing until it's gone. So that sort of applied to us, I guess. And then when I moved to England, I started to belong more to Romania. I got married to a Romanian and moved back
Beautiful
home.
woman, beautiful
decided
kid.
to start a family back home, and I feel that that was the best decision that I could make, you know, to come back home. It's a country worth visiting, worth living in.
I would add simplicity and ordinary to it. What we did today, for example, just having like a grill with the family, you know, just like little things, enjoying some, you know, fresh produce, some tomatoes, some cheese that they just made here. So like just very ordinary life, you know, like, which I think, again, every time I come back, like I reconnect to the simple things.
Yeah, that's so well said. He mentioned ordinary, and I think what Romania means to me now, more than everything, means going back to my roots and going back to the very essence of life. While being in England, I had the comfort of transport, I had the comfort of good food, cheap clothing, cheap services, you know, I could afford everything. So I didn't feel like I made an effort to have these things. But coming back home, I became a lot more responsible for myself and for my family, being part of a society that isn't yet as developed as the West, makes you grind more and work harder for what you have.
Yeah, two brothers of Romania. That was really nice. That was a good moment. That was a good moment. Bro, let's help Diddy go a little bit.
Okay, so we've reached the end of the Romania trip, and honestly, it's been such a spiritual journey. It's been, I say this word a lot, but genuinely peaceful. I haven't said this about many countries, and for me travelling here, seeing so many churches and monastery, and this is the monastery that we were visiting on the final day, and with Danny's uncle and godfather, a monk at this monastery. And it's just been a day of sharing food between everyone, sharing the love being passed around, and it couldn't have been a more perfect ending. Just being here, being around Danny's loved ones, Danny's family, even Danny's teachers, or teacher, should I say, that were here. It was just so fitting of what I view Romania now. And guys, please, if you want to see more videos like this, that we do travel, we do it self-funded, please give us a super thanks if you can, and subscribe, because we do this out of love and we want to show you guys the world through our lenses, through our eyes. And this has been Romania, and hi, Romania.
And here we are. And again, joking.
Go on, yeah.
Great job, man. Yeah, go on. Tell me about it. Tell me about that experience. How was it?
It's tough. This Romanian lifestyle's not for me.
During the day, they usually jump up.
Să fii sănătoasă!
Să fii sănătoasă, may you
Să
have
fii
health.
sănătoasă!